In 1969, a psychologist parked a car in the Bronx, New York. He left the hood open and removed the license plates. Then, he watched. Within 10 minutes, the car was attacked. Within 24 hours, it was stripped of everything valuable. Then, they smashed the windows just for fun. But then, he did the exact same thing in a wealthy neighborhood in Palo Alto, California. He left the car unlocked. He waited a week. No one touched it. Why did one car get destroyed and the other survive? The answer became the most famous and dangerous theory in the history of criminology. Today, we're looking at the broken windows theory, and how a single crack in the glass can turn a neighborhood into a war zone. This famous experiment was the real-world inspiration for what came next. In 1982, social scientists James Wilson and George Kelling published a groundbreaking article. Their idea was simple but powerful. They argued that visible signs of crime, antisocial behavior, and civil disorder create an urban environment that encourages even more crime and disorder, including serious crimes. Think of it like this. If a single window in a building is broken and left unrepaired, people walking by will assume that no one cares and no one is in charge. Soon, more windows will be broken, and an atmosphere of anarchy and neglect will spread. A small sign of disorder signals that breaking the rules is okay. It tells potential offenders that the risk of getting caught is low. It's a chain reaction. A single broken window can lead to graffiti, litter, and then to more serious issues like theft or assault. The theory isn't just about windows, of course. It's about any signal of neglect, a pile of trash, an abandoned car, or public intoxication. These small problems, left unchecked, can spiral out of control and decay an entire community. So, where was this theory put into practice? The most famous example is New York City in the 1990s. At the time, the city was facing a massive crime wave. The subway system, in particular, was covered in graffiti and seen as a hotbed for crime. So transit authorities started a massive cleanup campaign. Every single subway car was cleaned of graffiti. If a car got tagged, it was pulled from service immediately until it was spotless. The message was clear: we are in control here. Then, under Mayor Rudy Giuliani and Police Commissioner William Bratton, this idea expanded into a citywide zero-tolerance policing strategy. They went after the small stuff: turnstile jumpers, public drinking, and graffiti artists. The logic was, if you stop the small crimes, you prevent the big ones. And what happened? The results seemed miraculous. Between 1990 and 2000, felony crime in New York City dropped by over 56%. Murders fell by 2/3. The city became one of the safest large cities in America. Proponents of broken windows pointed to these stats as undeniable proof that the theory worked. It looked like a clear victory. But was it really that simple? Did fixing broken windows single-handedly save New York? That's where the story gets complicated. Critics started pointing out some serious flaws. First, they argued that crime rates were dropping all across the United States during the 1990s. Even in cities that didn't use broken windows policing. Why? Many economists point to a booming economy, lower unemployment, and the end of the crack cocaine epidemic as the real reasons for the crime drop. These were massive social and economic shifts that had little to do with policing strategy. Furthermore, the zero-tolerance approach came under heavy fire for its social consequences. Critics argued that it unfairly targeted minority communities and the poor. Aggressively policing minor offenses led to a massive increase in arrests for low-level crimes, disproportionately affecting Black and Hispanic residents. It created a deep sense of mistrust and resentment between the police and the communities they were supposed to protect. So the legacy of the broken windows theory is complex. It gave us a powerful way to think about how environment shapes behavior, but its application raised serious questions about justice, fairness, and what truly makes a community safe. Was it a groundbreaking crime-fighting tool, or a flawed policy that punished the vulnerable? The debate is still very much alive today. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating ideas.